This is the story of Genesis, chapters 2 to 4, the creation of man and woman, the fall of humanity, and the first family on earth. So relax, take a deep breath, and let the story unfold. The earth was young, the skies were clear, and the ground was quiet. Before any plant grew, before rain ever fell, God formed a man from the dust of the earth. He breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living soul. His name was Adam. God planted a magnificent garden called Eden, filled with trees that were pleasant to the sight and good for food. Rivers flowed through the land, watering everything in perfect harmony. At the center of the garden stood two special trees, Sparkles the tree of life, Sparkles and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God placed Adam in the garden to tend it and take care of it. And God gave him one command: you may eat from every tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For the day you eat of it, you shall surely die. Adam named every animal, the lions, the birds, the cattle, and every creeping thing. But among them all, there was no suitable companion for him. So God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. From Adam's side, God formed a woman. When Adam saw her, he rejoiced. This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She was called Eve, and together they lived in the garden, naked and unashamed, pure, innocent, and whole. One day, a serpent, more clever than any animal, approached Eve. With a soft, questioning voice, it asked, "Did God really say, 'You must not eat from any tree in the garden'?" Eve replied that they could eat from every tree except one. But the serpent whispered lies. "You will not surely die. God knows that when you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the fruit. It was beautiful. It seemed desirable. She took it and ate. Then she gave some to Adam, and he ate as well. Immediately, their eyes were opened. They felt shame. They realized they were naked. They sewed fig leaves together and hid among the trees. When God walked through the garden and called out, "Adam, where are you?" Adam answered in fear. God questioned them, and they confessed. As a result of their disobedience, the serpent was cursed. Eve was told she would experience pain. Adam was told the ground would now produce hardship. Yet even in judgment, God showed mercy. He clothed them with animal skins, but they could no longer remain in Eden. God sent them out of the garden and placed angels with flaming swords to guard the way to the tree of life. Paradise was lost. Outside the garden, Eve gave birth to two sons. The first was Cain, a farmer. The second was Abel, a shepherd. Both brought offerings to God. Abel offered the best of his flock. Cain offered fruits of the ground. God accepted Abel's offering, but rejected Cain. Cain became angry, his heart filled with jealousy. God warned him gently, "Sin is crouching at your door, but you must rule over it." But Cain did not listen. One day in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. God asked Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain replied coldly, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Abel's blood cried out from the ground. Cain was cursed to wander the earth, but God still marked him for protection. Later, Adam and Eve had another son, Seth, and from his line, people began to call upon the name of the Lord. From the beauty of Eden to the tragedy of disobedience, from brotherly love to jealousy and violence, Genesis chapters 2 to 4 remind us how choices shape destiny and how God's mercy remains even after failure. Thank you for watching Goodness Stories TV. If you enjoyed this animated Bible storytelling, please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue bringing these timeless stories to life. Until next time, stay blessed, stay inspired,